everyone, and welcome to the follow-up series on calling. And we're actually going into cold calls. Now, this people are usually kind of hesitant, but it's really nothing to worry about in here. But what the system that we're using, there shouldn't be any real reason for cold calling. Cold calling generally would be used outside of this package for setting up events and stuff like that. But for as far as to get your foot in the door and set an appointment, you shouldn't have to because we have everything set up to where they know that you're calling them. They should be expecting the call. But for some reason, if you have to go into a cold call, this is how it should go. Uh, I'm not going to go right to reading over to the script because within this script, what it breaks down to is you go ahead and say who you are, do the spiel like you did before. Um, when the assistant asks, who is this, you say who your name is, who you represent. They might ask if the manager or owner is expecting your call, and then at this point, all you would do is just tell them, well, just let them know that, like, I use Transmedia Worldwide. The reason why I named this company this is just because it grabs people's attention and they're quick to answer the phone, so I can get my foot in the door. But yeah, I just always tell them, if you can just tell them Earl Smith with Transmedia Worldwide is calling, they should respond. And just say it like that because people's like, okay, they have really nothing to say and they don't want to get rude to you because it could be somebody from something major. So they go ahead and they get the person. So they can just go right into getting their name. If they haven't given it to you already, ask them how they're doing, and then you go into what your business is about, what you actually do, and what you are actually offering with what they get in return for taking the time of what you're offering. And it's just the same thing. Just like for this one, I gave a different free gift, and I set up their Facebook fan page for them if they didn't have a Facebook fan page already. And then what I gave to them in relation to that, because what this company does deal with is all ranges of advertising, so I gave them 5 really hot tips for social media. So after I set up their Facebook fan page, then I already had them with the seed dropped in with their hot social media tips that they can actually go into their Facebook fan page and do a couple of things that will actually turn in some traffic, which actually does work. And that gets them enticed to what other services that we offer, and then we go into the Facebook services, and they already say that's just a little small uh, plateau of what we can actually do, just a little tiny step, and then they get intrigued in other services, and that's what we go into. How we did this one, that's one thing that you got to keep in mind with this too, is that you know if you are someone like me and you're able to just jump right into multiple businesses, a magazine business is pretty lucrative if you do it right. But I'll get into that into another tutorial at another time. But pretty much you want to go into who you are, what you represent. Tell them that you just need 15 minutes of their time, and within that 15 minutes you can show them how you can easily deliver new faces into their door. And just for taking that 15 minutes out of their time, they get a free gift just for doing so, and they get their Facebook updated. And then you go right into how's that sound, and then wait for them to rebuttal, and it's like, oh well, that really doesn't sound like it's on my alley. We don't do Facebook, we don't do social media. Like, well, I understand, most people, they just have their forms of advertising that they usually stick with, but would you like to have extra traffic coming in through your doors? Would you like to have some extra people coming and buying stuff? Wait for them to respond. Well, yeah, of course. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. Is we're not asking you for any money or anything. All we're asking is just for a little bit of time to show you what we can actually do to bring in some traffic, and for just taking that time out, we give you a gift that actually helps you bring in more traffic to prove to you that we can actually do what we're talking about. So you get a free gift that's going to bring in some extra traffic. You also get your Facebook updated, and for 15 minutes of your time, also, you also know who to keep in mind later on down the road if you are needing some advertising done. Fair enough? And then, bam, great. Get their info, and then repeat their info, and then let them know, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you on whatever day. And that is it. And that's how you take care of your calling scripts. Now, I'll see you in the presentation. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another training session. And this one we'll be covering follow-up calls. We'll actually be covering a couple forms of calling, but the first one we will be reviewing is follow-up calls. At this point, you've already sent out information, whether it's a flyer, you've mailed them, emailed them, maybe Facebooked them, or some form, but you have gotten in contact with them to let them know that you do have a free gift for them and that you will be getting a hold of them very soon so they can claim it. So we're getting right into that right now, and it's going to be the follow-up call, which is script 3. And when we call, just be sure that you actually have some emotion to you. Be sure that you've done the script a few times, practicing it at home. Get somebody involved so they can actually rebuttal with you, so you can be prepared for rebuttals. But let's just get right into this, and just so you can hear how I sound and take a couple notes and just tweak it and improve it to where it suits you. So let's go. The phone starts ringing. Hello, ma'am. Please speak to the owner or manager. Who is this? This is Earl Smith with Transmedia Worldwide. Are they expecting your call? Well, they should. I sent them out some material a few days ago, and they said that they was going to take a look at it and review it. So I was just giving them a follow-up call to make sure they got a chance to take a look at it and to see if they had any questions they needed answered. And they'll go right into it, and they'll get the owner or manager. Hello. Yes, this is Earl Smith with Transmedia Worldwide, and I'm speaking with. And they'll probably say their name once when they get on the phone, and if you do have their name right there, be sure to use their name because that's going to get them like they're already expecting your call. Um, but once when you get their name, just go right into the next script. Well, pleased to meet you, John. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Well, that's great to hear. I can't complain either. It's like I said, my name is Earl Smith. I'm with Transmedia Worldwide, and I was calling you today to see if you had a chance to review the information we mailed out to you. We actually emailed it out to you. Did you get a chance to look that over yet? And let them respond. If they do respond to yes, just go right into your script, and if they say no, then say, well, that's perfectly understandable. I do know people can get real busy at times, but just to pretty much just let you know what that was about and what we're doing. We're out here and we're new in the area, and what we're doing is a way of saying hello. We're just giving away a free, powerful advertising package. You can edit this yourself. You can use it for events, or you can just use it for advertising, newspaper, whatever. But this is just our way of just saying, hello, we're in the neighborhood. If you ever need anybody for doing your advertising, just keep us in mind. Do you have an advertising an agency that actually takes care of your advertising right now, John? Let them answer. If they say yes, or if they say no, just go right into your presentation. If not, if they say yes, then just go ahead and reply back to that. Oh, well, that's great. Well, I hope that they're taking care of you. Well, if not, we're just wanting you to keep us in mind just for later on down the road. Just if you are needing someone, you will know exactly who to call that can take care of your services. So what we're doing, like I said, we're just giving out that free gift. Whenever you would have 15 minutes of time, 15 minutes available this week of your time to collect that free package, what we'd also like to do is briefly meet with you just to show you what we can actually do, just to send even more traffic and clientele out here to your company. Sound fair enough? And let them go ahead and just make the rebuttal. If they'll say sounds good, just go right back into your speech. Well, great. What time will work best for you? Get the schedule in there, get their info. Like, all right, well, I will see you, and then repeat the info back that you got down to make sure you didn't get any mistakes. And then, of course, send them off with a citation or goodbye, my bad. But just go ahead and send them off with you have yourself a nice day, and we'll talk to you later. But now, if you go back and then if they say if they don't have time or if they go and rebuttal you, well then you go ahead and you just rebuttal back. And that's the thing. It's just regardless, even if you don't know what to rebuttal back, just try to do anything that you can to get back into at least telling them it's just going to take 15 minutes of your time. You get that free package, letting us know you get that free gift right there for your advertising, so it'll actually help out with your business, and it's just a way of just keeping some mind later on down the road. Sound fair enough? You go right back into that spiel, and lock them in until I say no or no, really. So I just usually give about 2 times. 2 times is usually enough once we can go in there. But there's sometimes you can put in a third one before they are like, no, I'm really, really, really not interested. But don't try to high pressure them. But if they say, well, no, I just really don't think I have the time this week. Like, oh, I do know that people are real busy and everything, John. But like I said, it's just going to take 15 minutes of your time. All we're asking is just give us a few moments of your time. It doesn't even have to be 15 minutes. Just listen to what we have to say. Just show you real quick of what we have available. And for doing so, you get that free gift right there. And you actually will know who to get in touch with later on down the road when something like this is more feasible or up your alley. Fair enough. Just 15 minutes of time. You help me out. It's a form of free advertising, and you get a free gift. And then you just wait for them to respond. You be quiet. And they'll respond, and usually it's fair enough. And they'll go ahead and get their information, and you're good to go.